What is this? A lot of people are not even in my, they don't even subscribe to my. Did you start the new one?
Yes, new one.
Okay, this one is. The network is so poor. This one I'm not doing because of network. See the shape. Most of the landscape.
It's showing straight.
Oh, I won't go like that. Except I change it to the back. I don't want you to see it like this. Then, once you see the color, I'll show you the landscape. Okay. I'm not sure they're seeing you now. Welcome to the soldiers that before have not finished their celebration because the other classes are learning. It's only a class that have refused to come to learn. However, nobody is going to force you to learn. If you want to learn, you learn. But I tell you the truth, that the attendance of today will be taking you to conferences. And at the end of the class today, I'm going to give you a quiz. That quiz, whether you answer it correctly or not, you pass. That is the class today. And then, like I talked to the president, that this class is going to be online and offline. I'm not prepared for online because I'm going to do it, but it will be strictly for members only. I'm going to change it to members only when we start. So as many as want to log in now, you can log in, post it here. As many as want to log in now, you can log in. Within a short while, I will change it to members only. It's only those who are members that can join. If you are not a member, you will not join. I don't know who is a member in this class. So what you do is you copy the people who join the class. Not now, when I change it to members only. Who are still in the class, everybody will ask them and then they should say hi. You copy them, then you put them as part of the members of the class. So we are dealing with business convention. Because the ambushed me today, I might not enter into it. I said I will not solve the questions. I'm going to go to group account. Then later I solve the questions on the business convention. But because of the online thing, I will solve 2 questions in business convention. I'm going to talk about acquisition through stock. Acquisition through stock. If you have my book, it's there in the book. The question I'm going to solve is from the book. I'm going to talk about Emaxel Limited. Emaxel Limited acquired 7.5 million ordinary shares of Peterson Limited for 10 million naira on 31st May 2022. Emaxel Limited acquired 7.5 million ordinary shares of Peterson Limited for 10 million naira on 31st May 2022. Are you copying? They are summarized statements of financial position as at the dates as follows. They are summarized statements of financial position as at the dates as follows. You can show the board. I'm going to use the traditional statement of financial position. Emaxel Limited, Peterson Limited. Emaxel. Emaxel 15 million. Peterson 5 million. Written entities. Emaxel 5 million. Peterson 1 million 70. Non-current liabilities. 8% bonus of ₦1 each. $4 million for Emaxel. Current liabilities. Current liabilities. Trade creditors. For Emaxel, $1 million 420. Peterson 2 million 400 by accounts payable. This list has both trade creditors and account payable. How does that? Accounts payable is 1,080,850. Total 25 million. Total 13 million. Assets. PPE. For Emaxel 7 million. For Peterson million. Investment in Peterson. $10 million. Inventory. That's current asset now. Into the current asset. Inventory. Inventory. 2,500,000. Another 2,400,700. Sorry. For it's 1,250,000, 2,800,000. Cash, sorry, trade receivables. Trade receivables, 2,500,000 and 1,700,000. Cash and cash equivalent. 4,250,000, 3,500,000. So we have 25 million. We have 13 million. Please use your calculator and confirm this total. But let me finish the question before we start confirming. The fair values of the property, plant, and equipment. That's the PP. The fair value of property, plant, and equipment, inventory, and trade creditors of Peterson Limited at the dates are 8 million, 4 million, and 1.5 million. This should be trade receivables, not trade creditors. Change to trade receivables. The fair values of the property, plant, and equipment, inventory, and trade receivables of Peterson Limited at the date are 8 million, 4 million, and 1.5 million respectively. Required. Prepare the consolidated statement of financial position of Emaxel Limited. Assume non-controlling interest is measured as a percentage of the assets acquired. Required. Prepare the consolidated statement of. If you are for this class, you can call me. Prepare the consolidated statement of financial position of Emaxel Limited. Assume non-controlling interest is measured as a percentage of the assets acquired. Now, I'm going to change the line to numbers only. Okay, if you are not a member of my channel, you will not be able to see it once I change it. I have 4 categories of membership. The standard membership, which is 1,000 per month. The gold membership, which is 3,000 per month. The platinum membership, which is 6,000 per month, and the all-star, which is 10,000 per month. If I change it, even if you're a standard member, you can still access it. But if you're not a standard member, you will not be able to access it. So I will change it to standards only, to members only. Have you copied it?
Yes.
Okay. If you are not a member now, who is not a member here? Check whether you are still see.
Who is a member?
Check. So I won't teach anything if everybody join the class. And you will be online. You can see you're a member. You can see because of you. Those who are not members. Check. Are you a member?
Yes, I'm a member.
You check. Are you a member? Check whether you can still see the online.
Okay, I'm still member. So.
I'm still members only. Let me. Did you send that to the list?
Yes.
Tap there. Those who are not members, tap there. So there you can still see.
It's not showing. No, it's not showing. The only thing showing is the one there.
Okay. Join this channel from the or Android app, okay? Access to members only content. Did you check it?
Yes.
Okay, so we can go on. If you want to join, you can join. If you don't want to join. So we are going to solve the question. The first thing we need to do is to determine control. You can take this one. Determination of control. Non-controlling interest. Total number of shares are shares of partners. The value of share is 5 billion. Divided by, and the price of share is 50 kobo. Remember the class we had on how to determine value when you have price, how to determine units when you have value and price. We said we are going to divide the value with the price in order to get the number of shares. So it will be 5 million divided by 0.5 for 50,000 50,005. Here you go. So we have 10 million shares. What is made up? Because I said it has 10 million shares. And the shares bought was the question says what how many percent? 75%. Okay, what 7.5 million, which is 75%. Is it not so? Yes, sir. 75% and this is 7.5. 7.5. The NCR will be so we have the NCI. Then determination of goodwill. Goodwill. Are you seeing it? Kind of capturing it?
Yes.
The board.
It's captured, yes.
Computation. Goodwill computation. We have cost of 7.5 million shares. Is how much? 10. The question says how much? 10 million. 10 million. Then we will have total assets. Total assets of Peterson. We go to the statement of financial position. We have 13 million plus the we are going to look at the fair value. We determine that and we determine the fair value of the assets. That's what we're going to use. So they said the fair value of the property, plant and equipment, inventory, trade receivables, and Peterson at that date are 8 million, 4 million, and 1.5 million. What did he give us? 8 plus 4 plus 1.5.
13.5 million. 13.5 million.
13.5 million.
So this one should not be given. This one is 13.5 million.
If you add the cash and cash equivalent, how much is it? Okay, sorry. I think that correction I made is not correct. That trade credit is still what it should be.
That's the liability.
Yeah, trade, we say the fair value of the property, plant, equipment, inventory, and trade creditors of Peterson Limited at the date are this. So, what we have here is add 8 million to 4 million. How much is it?
12
It's
million.
12 million.
Huh?
12 million.
Plus 1.7.
13.7.
13.7. Plus 3.5.
70.2
Okay, so that would be 17.2.
million.
So total assets. 17 million 200,000. Then total liabilities will give 3 million plus 1.5.
4.5.
4.5
Yes.
plus 850.
854.5.
Yeah?
854.5.
854.5 less liability. 854. Is it 54.5?
54.5.
Limit 855.
Did you do the calculation of the list? The values that they should do to confirm the
Yes, sir. 1.5 plus 850 gave us 854.5. This 3 million plus 1.5 plus 850.
So we say 3 plus
1.5
is how much?
plus 850. He gave us
How
854.5.
can it be?
It's 53.
How can you are misleading me?
This guy.
What's wrong with your calculator? I'm surprised now. How can it be 8 something? 3 plus 1.5 is 4.5 plus 850 is 5 something.
550, sir.
Oh, I don't want to just copy that what I have. I want you to understand 5.5.
There's another one.
Okay, did you see how we got it? Did you see how we got it? Okay, look at your statement of financial position. You have it. Look at your statement of financial position. It's important I explain it. If you see your statement of financial position, initially the assets, the PPE was 500. I'm trying to. I'm going to tell this to. How we got this to. Initially, the PPE was 5 million, but the valuation brought it, the fair value becomes 8 million. So that's what we are going to take, the fair value. The fair value will take. Then the inventory was 2.8 million, but the fair value is 4 million. So it's the fair value that we will take. We are going to take the fair value. And then the trade receivables were not revalued. The trade receivables were not revalued, so we'll take it the way it is. That's how we got 17,200,000 naira. Do you see it? Now, that is the total assets. You know, I gave you the formula for. Are you in this class? You are not. Are you in this class? Okay, I gave you the formula for goodwill. I said is the fair value of the purchase consideration minus the net assets. So we are going to get, we've gotten the fair value of purchase consideration. We want to get the net assets. So are we there? Should I go on? Should I go on?
Yes.
So here we give you what? Don't give me a wrong calculation now.
11 is 15.
11 is 50. Okay, this 11 is 50 is the total asset of Peterson Limited. But Peterson, is it Peterson, right? Peterson Limited is not, did not acquire all the, okay, it's Peterson, not Peterson. Peterson Limited did not acquire all the net assets or all the equity of, sorry, Emaxel Limited did not acquire all the equity of Peterson. All right? You only acquired how many percent? Look at the question. How many percent did they acquire? 75%. So what it means is this net asset. Remember, I told you that net asset is equal to asset equity is equal to net asset. Is it not so? Equity is equal to net asset. So they acquired only 75% of this. For how much? 10 million. So you are going to apply 75% on this. That's what we are going to deduct from the 10 million to get your goodwill. Did you understand? Do you understand? Tell me now. If you don't understand, let me explain it again. I don't want to say this is a small class. So I want everybody to be carried along. Let me be the advantage you have for coming to school today. Is it not fair? So I will take my time. Even if this question that I saw, this, my girl, misled me. I hope you don't mislead me. Okay, so even if this question, what's important is that you understand it. Okay? So what I'm saying is that we have computed the non-controlling interest. Did you understand what computed it? I can go back again and explain.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me go back and explain. We will use the question for me to be able to explain to your understanding. The question says that Emaxel acquired how many percent? 75% ordinary shares. But however, the ordinary shares that is listed in the statement of financial position here is not unit. The unit is not listed. What is listed? The value. What is listed? The value. And I've already taught you how to convert value to unit. Value divided by price per share will give you total unit. So since the value of share is 5 million and the price of share is 0.5 naira or 50 kobo, you will divide that 5 million by 0.5 by 50 kobo to get 10 million shares. So what Peterson has is 10 million shares. Because Peterson has 10 million shares, this will bought how many percent of it? 75%. That's what they bought. So since they bought 75%, it means that the remaining percentage will be what? Non-controlling interest. And 75% is 7.5 million. So 7.5, 10 million minus 7.5. Remember that there is zeros on top, right?
Yes.
10 million minus 7.5 will give you 2.5. So that is the non-current, non-controlling interest. Do you understand what I'm computed? Young ladies, do you understand? Young man, do you understand? Do you understand? If I give this to calculate it. So now we want to look at the goodwill. We want to compute the goodwill. Computation of goodwill. So we said that we bought how many million shares? 7.5 million shares. At how much? 10 million naira. So that is what is called purchase consideration. It's called what?
Purchase consideration.
Purchase consideration, 10 million naira. Now, we have already said that in order to compute your goodwill, it will be the the fair value of purchase consideration plus fair value of non-controlling interest plus fair value of previous purchase consideration, right? Will give you total purchase consideration as at the date of acquisition. Remember, why we have a fair value of previous purchase consideration is in a situation where we acquire business in stages. So it means that we have acquired day one, but it was not, we did not take control. We acquired day two, we did not take control, and day three, we now took control. So that's the day we took control, consider that purchase consideration. Then we also talk about fair value of non-controlling interest, and that non-controlling interest is at the date of acquisition. Then the fair value of previous purchase consideration. However, this acquisition or combination was done in one swoop. It's not in stages. So because of that, we need to look at the net asset of the business. So the first thing we did after computing the purchase consideration is to compute the net asset of the business. And you already know that net asset is equal to total asset minus total liability. Total asset minus total liability. That is net asset. So we have to compute the net asset of the business. So we started by total assets. And the total asset we are using now is not the total asset, the book value. It's not the total asset that is in the book, not the book value total asset. Which total asset are we using? The fair value total asset. So we have additional information which says that the PPE of the business has increased from 5,000 to how much? From 5 million to how many million? 8 million. And then the inventory has also done what? Increased from 2.8 to how many million?
4 million.
4 million. So this involves what? The assets. Though there is another change, but that involves only the liability. So we're not considering that one. So the change we are going to look at now, the one we are going to look at, because we are still considering assets. When we go to liability, we consider liability. So that is why we say 8 plus 4 plus the value of trade receivable, because it did not change. 1.7 in the statement of financial position, the value did not change. So we are going to consider that value alone. So when we do that, we will add 8 plus 4 plus 1.7, right? Plus the cash value there, 3.5, gives us 17.2 million. Do you understand that one?
Yes, sir.
So we go back to the liability side to calculate the liability. Now we saw that we have loan notes. Loan notes did not change. It's still 3 million. Or did it change? No. The question did not record where the loan notes changed. But what changed is current liabilities. Probably the creditors here, trade creditors, they have said we will give up this amount, or they have discovered that this is no longer the value that they are going. But the fair value of that is 1.5 million. So it will be 3 million plus 1.5. And then we have accounts payable, which is also there, 850. So if you add it up, you have 5,350,000. So at the end, net profit is equal to total assets minus total liability. So this is total asset, this is total liability. So we have as a net assets. This is net assets. Let me write it. Net assets. Net assets is 11,850,000 naira. 11,850,000 naira. But we're not saying that this is net assets of Peterson, but Emaxel did not buy 100% of this net asset. Emaxel only bought 75%. So we're going to apply 75% of this on this amount. So it will be 75% of it. That's what they bought. They bought only 75%. This is 100%. Let me put it 100%. 100%. Then bought net asset acquired. Net asset acquired. 75% of this. 75% of 1185 will give you how much?
8 million.
8,887,7.5. So the goodwill. The goodwill will be how much? 1,1,925. That's the goodwill.
Size 0.5.
Right?
Yes, sir.
That's the goodwill. Now, we can get the goodwill in another way again. So the non-controlling interest is how much? Will be 25% of this. Value of this is percentage of NCI. Value of NCI is equal to 75% of 25% of 11850, which will give you 296,205. Confusion. Any confusion? Okay. Here, in this place. Are you okay here? Okay, but here is. This is the percentage of the ordinary shares they bought. But non-controlling interest is not only ordinary shares. It is equity. It deals with equity. When you're talking about control, I talked about control before. When you're talking about control, you look at the ordinary share that is bought. That gives the buyer, the acquirer, control. But when you're not talking about the value of non-controlling interest or controlling interest, it is the total equity. So, it's here, this plus this, because this one. Okay, sorry. This side, this plus, but it's going to be in the revalued amount. Not the amount on the table financial position. It's going to be on the revalued amount. So that's why we have the value of the net asset is 11,850,000. 75% of it is 8,875,500 naira. Then the non-controlling interest is 25%. If the total equity is 100%, right? And then they bought 75%. What they did not buy is 25%. So this is equal to the NCR. So it is 25% that they did not buy that is this amount. This 25% of this. Remember I said this is the net asset of the business. Did you get to this level? Did all of you get to this level?
Yes, sir.
This is net asset of the business. So that thing they bought is this amount. Should have been listed, they have bought 100%. But this one, they did not buy 100%, they bought only 75%. So what it means is that 25% of it did not belong to the acquirer, but to the non-controlling interest. So in this case, now we take 25%, which belongs to the people who bought it. Princess, I'm in class. Hello? Hello? I'm in class. I'm in class. I'm calling you. So I don't know whether you still understand it. But do you get the concept up to this place?
Yes, sir.
You got up to this place?
Yes.
So what we're saying now is this is the net asset or the equity of the business. And this is what every person who is buying business will buy. You can either buy 100% or you buy part of it. Once you buy above 50%, you are taking control of that business. So what they paid for here is 100% for how many percent? 75%. So if you take the 75% of this, less it from the value, the amount they paid, that gives you the good loan. Then to know the non-controlling interest aspect of this, you take that 25% that does not belong to them to get 2.963 million. Okay, I think. Do you understand? No, you don't understand. Okay, now let's discuss which area do you not understand. Let me try and explain that thing. I want you to understand in this class. Because if you don't understand this, and I want to teach reverse acquisition. How can you understand reverse acquisition if you have not understood simple acquisition? So which area is giving problem? Is it the non-controlling interest? Is it the net assets? Is it the net asset that is giving you problem? It's not only you. What of you? What of you? Do you understand? Do you understand? You understand? Don't be shy. This class now is like father and children class. So I will make sure that I will go down to the lowest level so that everybody understands what I'm teaching. That is the advantage of coming to class when others do not come. And I'm also sure that we will not have another class again today because no lecturer will want to come and teach this program apart from people like us. On Thursday, I'll still come and teach. I think we have class on Thursday. I will not have class. In the time table. On Thursday, I'll come and teach. Maybe by that Thursday, we should have set this thing correctly so that we do both online and physical. I said you should copy those who attended. But I'm not sure anybody attended as well.
No, they are people. 2 persons.
2 persons. Not the people who are in this class.
Yes.
Who are we?
Angel and I think don't nobody bless him.
No, that one has only entered 6.
Don't nobody is in the class. Who is that?
No, she's not in class.
Okay.
She's a member.
Okay, somebody has been a member before.
No, I don't know if she's before, but I know she's a member now.
But she's applied today. Okay. What of
Warizo.
What of the girl, the woman president and said we should do online.
She's having issues with her phone. I don't know, iPhone.
Yes, actually, she should tell her to use computer or use Android. She should find Android, log into Android, and then she will go in. I don't know why iPhone has problem with that. It's not iPhone you are using.
I use my Android to join.
I mean this one.
It's iPhone.
So I don't know. Okay, so we have gotten the non-controlling interest, the goodwill. So let's continue. I said you can also get the non-controlling interest in another way. Sorry, the goodwill. Sorry, I'm writing this one now. We're going to look at our notebook to get the statement of financial position. So we said goodwill is equal to fair value of purchase consideration or PC. What's the fair value? 10 million, right?
Yes.
10 million. Then fair value
Plus
non-controlling interest. What did we calculate here?
29962.5. Yes, sir.
Then
Plus fair value of previous purchase consideration.
plus fair value of previous purchase consideration, which is what? Zero. So we have total purchase consideration. We give you how much?
12,962.5.
12,962.5. So less fair value of net assets. What's it?
11,850.
11,850. Right?
Yes, sir. 112.
Let me find another one.
One 2.5.
So it's still the same thing.
Yes, sir.
So whichever way you calculate the outcome, you still arrive at the same value. Still arrive at the same value. So only 3. Are you online?
She don't know.
Join now. So you use my water.
No, she has joined her. Just like your name. Okay, I didn't say don't suspend.
Which one is that?
You don't suspend. Okay.
It's okay, but she has not paid now.
No, she has paid.
Join now so that you increase my listing. My water. Because we're going to hit 4,000 water today this evening. We should make sure we join the question and answer session. It will take you like 15 minutes. We've done the code and we log out. I don't know why your class is like that. Class is one of the most difficult class. The next thing I have to go and cross. Okay, so with this now, we can now do the statement of financial position as required by the consolidated statement of financial position. So let's go ahead. Emaxel Limited. Emaxel Limited. Statement of financial position. That's that. 3152. We have assets. The first one we said of goodwill, right? Goodwill is how much or what we calculated?
2.5.
Then PPE. PPE. 7 million plus you know, you are consolidating. So you add. Will you confirm these statements? That will be 8. This is the seller. PPE comes to how much? 8 million. 8 plus 7. 15 million.
Yes, sir.
8 million plus 7 million. Do you know what the capital will be?
Yes, sir.
15 million. You know how we got it?
Yes, sir.
We are adding the
Example.
this thing. Okay. So we have inventory. Inventory will be what plus what?
4 million plus.
Inventory is 1.250 plus 4 million. What do we have?
5,250.
5,250. 5,250. Then trade receivables. Trade receivables will be
4,2.
2.5 plus 1.7.
4,2.
4.2. 4.2. Then cash and cash equivalent. Cash and cash equivalent. Will be
7,750.
7,750. Right?
Yes, sir.
So we have 33,000. 31,215. So we go to equity and liability.
Yes, sir.
Ordinary shares. So in this case now, we are no longer going to take the ordinary share of Peterson. We will only take the ordinary share of who? Emaxel, because we have already bought ordinary shares of Emaxel. So it's 15 million. So the next one is written earnings. So the retained earnings we are going to get here is only the one of the parent. You see, this is why I said that I'm not going to solve this on the included group account. However, you should get it in mind. Then, the part of, the part of Peterson, what's it called? Part of Peterson organizations and written things are held by who? The non-controlling interest. So we are going to report the non-controlling interest. Non-controlling interest. What do we calculate? 2962.5. 2962.5. So that's it. Then we come to non-current liability. The non-current liability we have is 8% loan notes. How much?
4,000. 4 million.
4,000.
Yes.
4 million plus what? The 3 million. So we are going to add the liabilities. Now we have 7 million. Then we also have the current liabilities. So we have trade creditors. Is this seen down there?
Yes.
Trade creditors is how much?
Trade creditors is 290
plus 2420 plus what?
plus that 1.5.
Yeah, plus 1.5.
Yes.
So we have what?
2920.
2920. Listen, we did not have the 2.8 or 2.4. We had 1.5 because that's the fair value. Then the accounts payable. Accounts payable is what? 1930. 1930. 1930. So if you add it up, we also have 312.5. We are still not financial position at balance. So we'll solve this. We use quite a lot of time for membership subscription. So I will end here, right? Or should I solve the other question? Yes? Should I solve the reverse acquisition? This man doesn't even want to learn. That's his problem. How come my waist is killing me?
So I need to rest. You will not be resting.
Is it happening to suffer this semester? I have class.
So massage your body now.
Come and massage me.
No, like somebody that can massage very well.
Who is the person?
You can go to all the spa.
And I would like to remember the last where will I get the money to go to spa? It's not when you become member, subscribe. Are you sponsoring me? Sponsor me now. This backlist now. And I'm going to start, I will teach a lot this semester. So I need to lead them. So I purposely lock this for membership. If you don't want to attend, in fact, everybody must watch. I'm taking the number, apart from you, everybody must watch it. So it means that for you to watch it, it must be a member. Okay, what I'm going to do, I don't think I'm sorry.
Sorry, sir.
On Thursday, we'll continue.
On Thursday, I will solve that advanced application before I get to it. I will rush this semester. Who has this? So, this evening, start expecting from 5 o'clock, between 5 and 6. will join my online question and answer class. I set a goal yesterday. The goal was if I get super chat up to 20, I'm going to reward the first person that log in today with 5,000.
I was the first person.
No, we are talking now. It's in the evening.
John.
The person that will log in today, I will reward that person with 5,000. But they didn't get it. It's only one person that sent super chat of 1K. So I'm going to set another super chat again today. 20 super chats. If I get 20 super chats, the next class, anybody that log in first, out of you that participated, anybody that log in first will have 5,000. So you should start being members, though in